Hey, what's up, guys? Ryan and Tiffany here with Tampa Carry.
Hello, hello.
Another exciting day.
Yes, it is. Hang on while I adjust my booster seat.
Booster seat.
Yes, that is true. I took the booster seat out of our vehicle, and that is what I sit on, or else I would be super short sitting next to this guy. Somebody messaged me and actually said, where was it? They saw a video. Oh, when I was at when we did the Bunker Depot video, they said, wow, Kyle and Tiffany both look super short compared to Ryan.
Yeah, everybody that sees me in person, they're always like, dude, you are a lot taller than I thought.
Yeah, but you're 6'3". I think it's maybe because you're thin, so it makes you look
more like a beanstalk standing straight up. So I told the kids the other day, I was trying to explain to them because they were talking about getting made fun of and stuff like that at school. Yeah. So I said, listen, here's what you guys got to do. If anybody makes fun of you, you got to make a better joke than they made. Tiff, don't touch the mic. You got to make a better joke than they made, and that takes all the energy out of it. So I said, listen, people make fun of me for being skinny. And I say, listen, if somebody's trying to attack me, all I have to do is turn sideways and I disappear. The kids freaking erupted.
Yeah, they thought it was
funny. It was hilarious. Yeah. So let's see who's on.
I always have to be careful because the advice you give the kids, I usually got to back up and say, don't listen to anything Dad says.
No, Dad's smart.
Hey, Dan.
Melissa, what's up?
James and Randall.
Santonio. That's like a mafia name.
Santonio. I like it. I feel like Santonio.
Yeah.
That's like on the book cover, you know, all those romantic ones that my mom reads.
Santonio.
Santonio. What is it? Oh, because I'm thinking of Fabio or Fabio. Fabio. Yeah. Oh, pretty close.
Okay, Cobb, what's up? Kevin.
Michelle's on. Nathan. We got Wilson. What is up, guys? Keith.
Nathan
super
from
excited.
Texas. What's up?
Oh, see, we got lots of Texans.
Yeah, so soon we will be teaching our concealed carry course in the great state of Texas.
Yeah.
We just applied for approval.
Right.
So should get approved pretty quick. I slipped a 20 into the application.
Manuel says hi from Puerto Rico.
Oh, what's up, Manuel? That's
Harlequin
awesome.
Romance. Yes, Michelle, that is it. My mom read them like
is that it?
Faithfully.
Is that like, okay.
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like dirty grandmas.
I think I've never read it personally, but from what I hear, it's like, when have you ever seen me read a book? I pass out.
Okay, all right.
But what I've heard,
I'm not judging you, Tiffany.
Like
I'm not judging
soft porn is what I've heard. This is what I've heard. I don't know.
Grabbed her.
Yes.
Until
all the things that
fluttered.
You don't do anymore.
That's why women read those books.
17 years ago, and then nada.
The linebacker or the person that runs with the football in football doesn't keep running after they score the touchdown. What's that person called?
The quarterback?
The running back?
I don't know. We don't.
The freaking dude with the football.
The guy that wins the line thing and does the dance and throws the ball down in the movies. Isn't that what they do?
I forgot to get it for you guys, but I was laying in bed the other day, and Jackson, who is 7, walks in and he goes, Dad, the girls on my phone are doing this. And he started twerking.
Oh my gosh.
Tiffany, It was the funniest thing I've ever seen a 7-year-old do before. Makes you mad as a parent. It makes me.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. All right, guys. Yeah, make sure you share this live stream. Help us to kind of grow our audience. Looks like
please do.
It's growing pretty good, but we appreciate you guys. If you have any questions for us, make sure you hit us up on the website, tampacarrylive.com.
Yes.
Ask us whatever questions you want, and we will answer.
We really try to do a good job with answering questions when you guys post them on here, but the comments sometimes go really fast and we don't always get to them. But if you want to get your question answered for sure, if you go to tampacarrylive.com.
Reading is hard.
Right now it is. Then you can, we can actually post it. So go there, submit your question.
Awesome. So first question is from Allison. So Allison says, just moved here from Texas, and I currently have a license to carry for Texas, but I need to figure out how to transfer it to the state of Florida. Allison, that would only make logical sense.
Right.
Which is why the government would never do it.
Wouldn't do it. Yeah.
You know, I don't know why a concealed carry permit isn't treated like a driver's license, where if you have one in one state, it just transfers over. But unfortunately, that is not the way that it works in any state, let alone the state of Florida. So you will have to start the entire process over. Now, thankfully, the process in Florida is quite a bit easier than Texas. So you can visit our website, carryuniversity.com, and you can complete the online portion of the concealed carry course. And then we have firearms instructors all across the state that can help you complete the live fire portion fast and easy. And then you just got to apply for the permit. I know it sucks, Allison, but that is the only way to really get it.
But you can keep your Texas permit too. I don't know which states it's reciprocal in, but it's not like a driver's license where you have to give one up. You're only allowed to have one. So you can still keep your Texas permit.
If she converts her Texas permit into a Texas non-resident concealed handgun license.
Gotcha. Sure.
Right. Okay, so Anthony says there was a robbery at a bank very close to my house. That's kind of scary. As a concealed carry holder, what should I do if I'm in the bank at that moment? It was a man in his 60s with a gun. No violence showed. Frankly, if the dude's got a gun, that's violence showed, in my opinion.
Well, it's violence threatened, right? Yeah.
So tell me what you would do in that situation, Tiff, and then we'll go over kind of what my mindset is. So you're in a bank.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got face masks on because that's like the new deal, right? You're making a deposit. Somebody storms in with the robbery. What would you do?
Are the kids with me?
Probably, because I'm not taking them.
The kids are always with me. I'm probably duck down with the kids, get into a place of cover, and then I don't know, because you're not supposed to draw on somebody that's already drawn. And
well, not drawn at you. So he's maybe not pointing the gun at you. He's pointing at the tellers and robbing the tellers.
So I would probably get into a place of cover, get my kids and get me and my kids into a place of cover. I would probably draw my firearm and have it ready for use.
Okay. But you're probably laying in the front where everybody is watching you.
Yeah, I was just thinking in my head, is there a place of cover in the bank?
Really.
Like it's all
you're
wide
just
open.
On the ground, right?
Is crap my pants part of what would I do?
That's an option.
Because there's probably a good chance.
So for me, what was this guy's name that asked this question? Anthony?
Yeah.
So Anthony, for me, if somebody comes in and they want to steal the money from the bank, they want to take the money from me, my wallet, my phone. Honestly, I don't really give a shit. But
it's not your money, the bank's money. Who cares?
Even if it's my money, it's pretty irrelevant, right? When we talk about like how much are you depositing? Let's say when we were at Lincoln Tactical, maybe depositing a couple $1,000 bucks, 5,000 at most per day. It's just not worth the stress and the danger to pull out your gun and shoot. However, I always talk about in my videos, where's that line in the sand?
Well, and if you don't have your gun out or anything at all, what if it does turn violent? You don't know, because you know at the end it didn't turn violent, but in that moment, you don't know. So in that moment, that guy could shoot at any second.
Sure. So, but once you decide that you are going to shoot, you have to be able to shoot. You got to wait for that moment of opportunity, which is probably when they're distracted on somebody else. And that's when you got to be able to get up and smoke that dude real quick.
Yeah, honestly, what I thought about when I read this question was I thought about Matthew.
Yeah.
Because that was like the
So Matthew was a like 70 in his 70s, 80s.
No, he was like 68.
Okay, whatever. It's 7 years old, Tiffany. Come on, we're rounding here.
Not 80s.
So, older dude. He owned some gas stations. He was going to make a bank deposit. And as he was getting out of his vehicle right here in Valrico, a man had just robbed the bank, but he did not have a getaway car. So he carjacked Matthew, pushed him into the passenger seat, drove Matthew to a nearby church, and then made Matthew strip down naked, strangled him,
with his belt,
and then took Matthew's clothes and then left. And then they later caught that scumbag.
Yeah.
So it's very scary. You have to know that bad stuff happens. You got to be ready to act. But you also have to know that just because you're a good guy with a gun doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to survive. Yeah. I have met several family members of Matthew, and they kept telling him, you need to get a gun. You need to get a gun. You've got all this cash. You've got these convenience stores.
And several of his friends came in afterwards and got their permit from you.
So, but he just didn't think it was necessary. And, you know, now we know what happened.
Hey, Joseph said he received 2 of our shirts for him and his wife today. We love them. Awesome. Which shirt did you get, Joseph? Let us know which ones you got. I'm curious.
Awesome. What's that question from Melvin?
So, hey, Elvin, I was invited to go to International Cigar right here at by Top Golf. Since they don't serve food, how does that play with a concealed carry permit? Because isn't that a cigar lounge, or is that?
We just said cigar. So the law doesn't say anything about people smoking a cigar. It says and you are not allowed to have a firearm in any establishment where the primary purpose is the consumption of alcohol.
But I thought like all cigar places serve booze, no?
I don't know. I've never been to one. So how would I know?
Me neither. Too smoky.
Yeah, not my thing.
So,
but
Elvin, if they serve alcohol, I would steer clear of it.
Yeah, use caution.
Oh, and Gloria said that she got her book today. She's just waiting on their. Yes, your husband's T-shirt ships separately from the book. So, but I did ship that book right away for you.
Awesome, cool. Okay, Joelle says, with the ammo being hard to find right now, what is your go-to before all the COVID stuff started? So I think he's asking what
kind of go-to ammo?
Yeah.
Because right now you just buy whatever you can get.
But there's still
care.
like
I don't buy steel. I know. Well, we don't buy steel case. I know, but I'm just saying, like, when I see Full Metal Jacket brass, I'm like, I'm not like, is it 115 grain or 124 grain?
I never cared about that stuff anyway.
I know you don't.
Yeah, I feel like that's
because you're technical. Not hunting or something. Like, I don't know.
I'm hunting.
Shut up.
So for me, like Fiocchi, PMC. What else? Federal. I don't really shoot Remington because Remington ammo, for some reason, is like almost double the price of everybody else.
It's the same, yeah.
And it's the same, right? But really, any ammunition that's made by Federal or ATK is the main parent company of
What's
Federal
the one
ammunition.
that comes in the black and brass box?
Black and brass box.
Yeah.
That's PMC.
Okay, yeah, we get a lot of that.
A lot of PMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. The big name brands is what you want to stick to.
Yeah. I agree. Let's move on. I solely agree.
Any questions
on
there?
I'm not going to argue here,
You
Ryan.
agree. So she agrees, people.
Okay, wait. Vince says, question. My cousin just moved from Florida, from New York. Does he need to wait for anything to get his CCW? No, there is no waiting period. I get a lot of people that ask this question. Like
how long?
How long do I have to be a Florida resident? You don't. Just apply for the permit. So, and you can,
welcome to freedom.
Yeah, there's no waiting period or anything like that. So.
Okay, so Michael says, if I want to pass my handguns and rifles on to my spouse and children, can I put them in my will as all guns and rifles? Do I have to name each gun and rifle separately? So I'm going to answer that part of the question first before we go to the last part. You basically, I don't know, but I would say you got to really talk to your estate attorney, in my opinion, to really figure out the ins and outs. I wouldn't want you to just use my decision and then have your family have to go through problems. But leaving stuff, I would think leaving stuff, like if I just died right now,
it's just
everything
mine.
is just yours.
Yeah.
Now,
there's no like fire registration or like transferring of firearms. I would just acquire all Ryan's firearms. I could do whatever I want with it. I can sell them if I want. Don't worry. I won't sell them for the price.
Frankly,
you told me they were worth.
But if you needed the money, I wouldn't care.
No, if I needed the money, I mean, no, I would pass it on to the kids, only if I really needed the money. But that's why I bought a nice life insurance policy on you.
Yeah, so she will not be upset if I die.
Just saying. Thank you, Placid Saint. Blazer brass. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, Blazer is good.
Yeah,
Blazer
that's the one
good.
that I see a lot of.
Yeah.
We have a question on here. 1 second.
Okay, so no, the second part of his question on here is, do I need a gun trust even after Rule 41F? So 41F was the change in the NFA policy, so the National Firearms Act policy that President Obama pushed for, that says that any individuals on a gun trust have to go through the background check process to acquire that item.
Sure.
So if you don't own, Michael, National Firearms Act items, then that 41F does not apply to you. Now, for the NFA guns and items that I have, Tiffany is deemed as a beneficiary. And then if me and Tiffany both die, my kids are going to go with their aunt, Auntie Lori, and then she would get all of my guns, all my NFA guns. And once my children turn legal age, 18 or 21, depending on which gun it is, then they're allowed to take possession of it.
But I'm on your trust, so I don't have to do anything, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this is a good question that we get all the time. Can you carry in a bank? Yes, absolutely you can. Because people get confused and they think it's a federal building, but it's actually just federally insured. So you can carry in a bank.
And wouldn't you agree that when you're depositing money or withdrawing money, isn't that when you want your gun the most?
I mean, so obviously, if they add a metal detector, I know that some of them were doing that.
Yeah, Fifth Third was talking about that.
Stupid. But then they have
Fifth Third needs to get their damn computer system to function properly before they start worrying about metal detectors.
think then don't they have to provide armed security then if they do that?
I think that's something that gun owners talk about, but I don't think that's actually like a real law or policy.
Gotcha.
You know, Fifth Third had a big active shooter, a very violent. I have a video from a long time ago, very violent active shooting, I believe in Indianapolis, and that's really what pushed them to have more kind of stricter gun control rules in their branches.
Gotcha. Bob Weird says, oh, yeah, I got my CCW license in the mail today. Woo!
Nice.
Awesome.
Takes a long time. I bet you're checking the mailbox every day.
Train makes do Ryan's 21-day dry fire challenge course. Yep. If you want to be prepared.
What woman is that? Alexis? Alexis says, any recommendations on a holster?
That depends, Alexis. What kind of gun do you have? So post that in there.
Kind of gun and the type of clothing that, see, the problem is for a man, I have one outfit.
What he wears.
I wear jeans,
and
a t-shirt, a sweatshirt,
super
and
boring.
usually a hat. So I only need one type of holster.
Yeah.
For a woman, you really
need like 6.
You really do.
Because if you're going to wear a dress, you need something different. If you're going to wear workout clothes, you need something different. If you're going to wear, a tight top, you need something different. So, but I'm guessing, I'll watch for you, Alexis. Post what kind of gun, thank you.
And what type of clothing you're needing a holster for, and then I can give you a good recommendation,
exactly.
hopefully.
I'll try to watch for it. Okay,
Michael's got another question. Is it true that some gun manufacturers will void their warranty if you use reloads?
Good question.
Not just some gun manufacturers. I'm pretty sure all.
Don't tell them you were shooting reloads. But I guess they can't tell because you could have got like a squib load.
Yeah, but squib loads, it's very rare for a squib load to happen on factory new ammo.
Okay.
I've never heard of it happen.
Yeah, but we've seen it happen.
Yeah.
A lot with reloads.
And over at Universal Jewelry Pawn and Gun Range, they've got a rifle barrel where, just like in the cartoons, the barrel split open because somebody got a squib and pulled the trigger again. So yes, it is definitely true. Most firearm manufacturers are going to void that warranty if you shoot reloads, steel case ammo, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anything?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so Ron says, what is Florida's concealed carry law on mount on a firearm magnet to hold your gun? Okay, so great question, Ron. I get this a lot, and it is a question that is a little bit debated. I wouldn't say heavily debated.
Well, you also err on the side of
not going to prison.
Not having an accident in the car with a firearm accident.
Yeah, and just because something may be legal based on the wording of the law doesn't necessarily mean that that's the smart thing to do. Right. So this is what the actual statute says. It says that it is lawful and is not a violation of that statute for a person 18 years or older to possess a concealed firearm or other weapon for self-defense or other lawful purpose within the interior of a private conveyance without a license. That's an important term there. If the firearm or other weapon is securely encased or is not otherwise readily accessible for immediate use. So the point of contention, right, in that statute is the phrase that says without a license.
Right.
Some firearms attorneys believe that that entire paragraph only applies to people who do not have a Florida concealed carry permit.
Gotcha.
And I think that's logical. That makes perfect sense when you read it. However, that has never gone to court yet.
Right.
So no judge has ever looked at that statute and said, yes, this statute only applies to people who do not have a concealed carry permit. One of the massive mistakes that a lot of people make is that they read a statute like this and they just take the statute for whatever their interpretation of those words are.
Oh, wow. Sounds like the Bible.
Yeah, but
take one little snippet and then be like, oh, this is what it means. It's like, no, you got to read what's before, what's after, and in between the lines.
Okay, that's the Bible. We're talking about statutes. We don't know what a statute means until the courts have actually said this is what this means.
So your famous words is you don't want to be the test case.
Yeah, do you really want to be a test case? Do you want to be the guy to figure out what this law or statute actually means?
Right.
Now, even if it's legal, Ron, to have a gun on a gun magnet, is it safe? We know that the majority of firearms accidents occur because a person accidentally touches the trigger. So is it possible, like my kids go into my truck all the time to get something, a book or something they left in there.
Yeah.
Is it possible your kids are going to go into your vehicle when the gun is just sitting there?
Yeah, or you don't have kids and you forget and you go to get your oil changed. Or, God forbid, you get into an accident. I mean, when I was
Now you've got a gun bouncing around.
when I was in my accident, that gun would have flew. Like,
You got hit hard, though.
Well, you rolled your car, too. That would have...
I flipped my car.
He flipped his Honda Civic end over end. Yeah, don't ask. So Mort says, but several private banks have notices that concealed carry is not allowed. Yes, but those signs hold no weight in the state of Florida. So that means absolutely nothing unless they, see you printing or something and they ask you to leave. Then you have to leave or else you could get...
right, but it's not up to the bank. Like Taco Bell could have a sign up that says no guns allowed.
Tons of places do. Walmart does. There's a whole bunch of places. But unless it's one of the 15 prohibited places, then you can. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just ignore it.
Yeah.
Which is always awesome.
Which is so awesome. I love it because those signs mean absolutely
Except
nothing.
one time, you want to hear something funny? This is when
What?
Toys R Us still existed. I don't know why we went to Toys R Us, but as we're walking in, this is just like perfect timing. As we're walking in, they have a big sign that says no guns allowed. And Lincoln said to me, he goes, "Dad, are we allowed to go in here?" And I said, "Yeah, that sign doesn't mean anything." Like literally, as soon as we walked in, the machines that are like the metal detector things, they freaking went crazy.
Oh.
And I was like, holy crap, they got some high-speed technology in this place.
But it was somebody else walking out.
I don't know what it was, but I pulled the kids over to the side and I said, "Look at me, kids. If anybody comes up and asks if I have a gun, you keep your mouth shut. You don't say anything, and we're going to get through this." So I think it was just like a mistake or something, but it definitely got me a little bit nervous.
Funny. All right. Jason Brown says, I sold one of my ARs and a 9mm to my brother-in-law. Do I need to fill anything out with the state? No, as long as he was legally able to obtain that and he's not he's not a prohibited user, then you're totally fine. You're good to go.
And both of you live in the state of Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, totally fine.
Look at that. T-shirts. Hey guys, we've got T-shirts on our website. Ryan, which one do you have tonight though? Let me see. Take that off.
It would be cool if I wasn't wearing the shirt.
You got that one on again. That's like your favorite.
You want to know how I pick what shirt I'm going to wear that day?
How?
I open the door and just grab one.
Oh.
Put it on.
Okay, but you do like that one.
I do like this one.
Because it's like kind of, I don't know, it's very non-threatening.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but very little thought goes into what I wear.
Yes.
Each day.
I agree. Or your hair or your look or anything at all.
Tiffany.
Anyway, we have T-shirts available on our website for just $18. We have them all the way up from size small to 3XL in black, gray, and navy blue. And they're just $18. So if you go to tampacarry.com and just hit that shop tab, you can pick yourself up a T-shirt, and it supports Ryan and I as well. So we definitely appreciate your support. So I think it was Lake Placid or Placid Lake or something like that. Placid Saint, sorry, a little bit off there, said just get the Access Tier 1. That's what Ryan carries, and I have to admit, when I'm wearing jeans, the Access Tier 1 is super comfortable, and I totally agree.
Which is shocking because it is such
so big. There's so much. It's not big, like it's not bulky, but I mean, there's a lot of material there because he's got the, the extra
side saddle,
the side saddle. But it's just super, super comfortable.
Yeah.
So if you wear jeans a lot, even with a tighter T-shirt, it hides really well. Does it have the claw in there or something, or how does it?
Yeah, a claw on both sides.
Okay, so I mean, it tucks in tight and it's comfortable. So check out the Tier 1 Access Elite, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay, what does Alexa say?
Oh, okay. She's got a 380 EZ. Yep, that's
first good gun.
That's a good gun. Yep, filled out my paperwork, sent it to the state. Yeah, I know. Everything's taking a little longer. So workout clothes, leggings, and or jeans. Okay. with leggings, I'm going to go ahead and recommend the crossbreed belly band. So it's a little bit of money. I want to say it's $60
$85.
Okay, $85. So you can get $20 belly bands on
but
Amazon.
they are garbage.
They are just not good. They stretch out. You feel like the firearm's gonna fall off or fall out. So it may be good for the first week or two. So you'll get past the 30-day return mark, and then it's gonna stretch out on you. And the firearm, just you bending over, it'll slip out and be loose in your shirt. And I mean, that's like,
which is dangerous.
Yeah, it's super crazy. So with the crossbreed, it has actual kydex, and your firearm gets secured safely in there. And then
so like you could literally run. You could do aerobics and that gun will not move.
Yeah, and then if you do decide later, hey, I want to get a different gun or whatever, you can just buy the different kydex
shell.
Yeah, the shell to add to that. So it's kind of modular as well, which is really good. So I suggest checking out the crossbreed. And it's also good. You may like it to wear it a little further down and wear it inside your jeans too. It's actually
so
pretty
do
cool.
women wear belts with their jeans?
No, we don't wear. I don't like belts. I don't like anything. Listen, I want looseness. So I want sweatpants. I want leggings. Leggings are the best things to happen to women. And as Ryan would say,
to all men.
To men too.
A man created those, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. So that's just super comfortable for us, though.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to have all this. And then if we wear jeans and then we wear a belt, now we got muffin top. I don't want muffin top.
Oh, okay. So the crossbreed belly band would be perfect for jeans also, because if you're gonna wear a normal holster like the tier 1, you gotta have a belt. It would never work without a belt.
And then actually I wear it without a belt.
Did it? And it worked okay? It didn't move or whatever?
I mean, it's not ideal, but yes, it does work. But what I'm trying to say is, even if you're a little fluffier, or even if you got the mommy pooch or whatever it is from having a couple babies, that the belly band, you can just loosen it and it almost like,
sucks into your body.
Exactly. Yeah. But you can make it loose where it's kind of comfortable, but then it also holds everything in. So us ladies sometimes need that extra help.
Awesome. Okay, so RV Dog says, when I'm at my house, I sleep closer to my shotgun than I do my wife. God bless America, RV Dog. What is the law while sleeping in an RV with a loaded shotgun ready for immediate use? I don't really think the law specifies that. So an RV is considered part a dwelling because it's designed to lodge in there at night. So it's the exact same thing as a residence, and I think they kind of are interchangeable. Then it says, does it matter if I am parked at a truck stop, rest area, Walmart parking lot, campground?
Doesn't matter.
In my opinion, as long as you're not parked in a place that you're prohibited from having a gun,
like
let's say,
office or
the VA hospital parking lot, I think it's pretty irrelevant. Let's see. But you do need a gun if you're at the Walmart parking lot. Not funny. Whatever, Stephanie.
Oh, sorry. I'm reading comments.
Okay. Is it different for an RV motorhome that you drive than one that's a trailer? Nope, that's all irrelevant because it says the definition of a dwelling is something that has a roof that is designed for people to sleep in at night. Yep. So it doesn't matter how it gets transported, it's still a dwelling.
Yeah, so I'm sorry I missed your joke, but I've been married to you for so long that I've really learned how to tune you out.
Yeah, it's funny. This girl the other day, her name was Isis, actually.
Oh, really? Isis?
Yeah, but you know who she reminded me of? She reminded me of April.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so good friend. April was somebody who took care of me a lot.
Oh, she used to cook them meals and everything.
She used to cook me like meals for the whole week.
She was on the church bus with him, and she would just Ryan was the lonely old bachelor.
Yeah.
And she would,
she would be like, Ryan, you need to clip your fingernails. And I was like, okay, April. Like, I remember that conversation. She would send him home
food because he was looking like he was going to die.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't you eat
ramen with hot dogs?
Ramen noodles
and
with hot dogs?
It was like ghetto spaghetti.
Oh, that's so gross.
That was my life, man. I one time only
That's why you were praying for a wife. I get it.
Yeah. I one time only had $14 for 2 weeks of food, and I freaking made it.
You made it?
Made it, dude.
Peanut butter, jelly.
I don't even know if I had. Yeah, it was rough, though, but that was just the way that it was. So
not making very much money. Okay, Esan says, can my spouse carry one of my firearms in her vehicle, or does she need to purchase her own? If you live in the state of Florida, Yep, doesn't matter. So,
Because the gun, it's not about who the gun belongs to. The only question is your wife legally allowed to be in possession of a gun?
Yeah.
Even if it's a gun that I let you borrow, she's
Doesn't
allowed
matter
to have it
which
in her
gun.
car. But one of my good friends, he said to me, he's like, dude, I spent 3 weeks looking for this gun. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was gone. And he said, then I realized, I was watching TV, I realized that I locked the gun in my wife's glove compartment, and his wife works at an elementary school. So he said, I didn't tell her. Yeah, and I don't think you should. But I think you got to be really cautious and make sure that person knows that there's a gun there.
Yeah.
And they know where that gun is legally allowed to be. Because if you make that argument to the cop that, every criminal says that, right? I didn't put that there, and that's not mine. They don't care. You're in a place, you're not allowed to have a gun, and you're getting in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, whoops. Hey, Michael, we're waiting for the 2021 book. We had a couple shipping delays. We had an issue with the book. It'll be here in a week or two.
Or in a year.
I
We
think.
just don't
I mean,
know.
we're only March, so it's just been a cluster. So yeah, we're waiting on it. Ryan got finished writing the book in November
beginning of
or
December.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just been a cluster. So
Yeah. Thanks, Marcel, for your donation. We appreciate
it. Thank you
it.
so much, Marcel.
Okay, Shruh says, I have a traumatic brain injury. I have a traumatic brain injury due to OVI. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Is it possible to still get my concealed carry permit? Also, with what are these new weapons rules, I'm kind of feeling like our rights are being attacked. Yep, thanks, Captain Obvious. Next, we will have to dress a certain way and talk a certain way. Isn't that what they're doing, though?
Yeah, it's sad.
They're basically telling us you have freedom of speech, but if you speak freely, we're going to turn you off.
Cancel culture. We're going to, delete you. We're going to have your business obliterated.
So, I posted just a video. I was on a walk. I go for a walk in the morning, and I posted a video about the very first time that I had to use a gun in self-defense.
Such a relaxed story, though. Like, there was nothing in there that should have flagged anything.
But blocked and banned from TikTok.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
Within minutes.
Like, you people have nothing better to do in your lives but just ban us over stupidity. So whatever, I'll just stay off your app.
All you simply did was talk about, the first time that you would have almost had to use your gun and why you carry your firearm. Like, it's bullcrap. Thank you so much, Carrington. We really appreciate
thanks, Carrington.
that.
That's a cool name.
Hey, Michelle says that the crossbreed holsters or the belly bands on sale right now, $65.
Awesome.
That's a good deal.
It is a good deal.
So go check it out.
Yep. Okay, Stu says, thanks for all the great info. Is this a bad time to tell you I make it all up? Okay, YouTube channel and book, great resource for new gun owners. Wanted to see your thoughts on this Sneaky Pete holster. So Stu and Denise. So Stu, if your goal is to look like you're walking around with an iPad stuck to your hip, the Sneaky Pete is for you.
You did a review in the right and wrong way to carry a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did a review in one of his courses.
Everybody kept telling me, they're like, dude, Ryan, you got to check out the Sneaky Pete. This thing is awesome. So I was like, okay, all right, man. So what is it?
So he's wearing it. He's like, this is ridiculous.
Like, it looks like you've got a freaking iPad on your hip. So not only that, so let's get away from the fact of how dumb it makes you look. The bottom line is, when you're trying to grip your gun, so let's talk about using a gun in a self-defense situation.
Right,
you have to be able to remove your concealment garment and get a good, solid, one-handed grip on that firearm as soon as you grip it. It is not possible with the Sneaky Pete.
Oh.
It's not possible. You have to kind of shove your middle finger in, pull it out, and then try to get a proper grip. And it's just like, it's very weird. It's inappropriate. You will.
Inappropriate. It looked inappropriate.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
I know. I'm saying
inappropriate from trying to grab your gun.
Right.
You will
not safe.
Never be able to perform at a high level during a violent attack. It'll never happen. And we are going to make fun of you.
Ryan will definitely.
I will make fun of you.
Yes, Ryan definitely. So Standout Production says, can you open carry while fishing?
Yes. Yep. So as long as you are fishing or on your way to go fishing or on your way coming home from fishing, you're allowed to open carry. We had a guy the other day that got arrested while fishing. So older dude, and he said they fish like he wears waders.
Okay, yeah.
And he said he's got a zippered pocket right here that he just put his pistol in.
Oh, so
because
that's not even...
Because he knew he's allowed to open carry while fishing.
Sure.
So he gets stopped by the game warden.
He's conceal carrying.
And the game warden said, or whoever Fish and Wildlife said, do you have any weapons on you? And he goes, yeah, I got a gun in this pocket. So then he got arrested for concealed carrying a gun without a license.
Because people assume if they're allowed to open carry, then they can conceal carry. Two different things. Unless you have a concealed carry permit, you are never allowed to conceal carry. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah, so he learned a very hard lesson, I think. But he's getting his carry permit because he didn't want it to happen again.
So the game warden was kind to him?
No, he got arrested. He got charged with the legally concealed carrying a gun without a permit.
Oh, are you allowed to get a carry permit after that?
It's just a misdemeanor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, so it's not that.
That was a lesson learned. Thank you so much, Sandy.
Yeah,
we
thanks, Sandy.
Appreciate that. Oh, that sucks.
Got another question?
Stuart. Thank you very much.
Stuart.
Thanks, guys. We really appreciate the love here.
Yes.
We're gonna make our money back from sending that $200 text alert.
I know.
Whew.
Okay, is this Zane?
Zay.
They.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Okay, whatever. Zay says, can I open carry on your friend's lawn outside if the police aren't outside? Yeah, probably don't open carry while there's a bunch of cops standing out there. Just word of caution here.
Word of caution.
So let me find the definition here. But Florida Statute 790. Oh, no, that's not it. It is Florida Statute. Florida Statute 790.025, subsection 3, subsection N, says a person possessing arms at his or her home or business. So the law clearly says you're allowed to open carry while at your home or business, but it doesn't say anything about a friend's home or business.
Right.
Now, in my opinion, if I was out at my buddy's property, Steven and Dustin, who have like tons of acres and we're in the middle of the woods, I would open carry my gun because nobody's going to see me anyway, and it's pretty irrelevant. But if I was here in my subdivision where there's neighbors like everywhere driving by all the time, I think open carrying at a friend's house could be illegal, and I think the police are going to show up anyway. Mm-hmm. So you probably just need to use a lot of caution and just be smart. Don't do something stupid.
I know people are very excited to kind of open carry, but I don't know. I don't really think...
Yeah, I think open carry is overrated, personally. Yeah. I would open carry if I was, again, out in the woods, on a boat, and it was necessary.
And you do sometimes, fishing and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm not, like, excited to open carry. Because
in the neighborhood,
my goal is to kind of have the element of surprise. Mm-hmm. Somebody explained it to me the other day. They said, I like the gray man concept. Mm-hmm. It's not looking super tactical.
Sometimes you do good, but sometimes you got your 3%er hat on. You got
whatever,
short sleeves.
But if you're walking around in 5'11" boots, 5'11" cargo pants, you've got your like
tactical
total
bag.
Camouflage skin tight shirt, your tactical bag.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to. They know you have a gun,
right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're just wearing a hoodie and just jeans, you just look like a normal dad.
Yeah.
And then you pull out a gun and smoke some dude, do an emergency reload and a freaking somersault over a car hood.
And the dad look is hot too.
Listen, that's why I do what I do.
Hey, somebody said, do you accept questions from Facebook? Yes, we do. We just don't see your name. So you have to ask your question and then put your name.
Yeah.
And absolutely, post your question and we'll answer it for you.
Okay, I'm out of questions, so it's up to you now.
You're out of questions already? You blew through those.
That's what I do.
Thank you so much, Dan. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Hey, Bob, thank you so much. Not $10, $10.06.
Okay, is that what time it is or something?
No, we appreciate that. You guys are great. When dropping my teenage daughter off at the high school and picking her up in the car line, is there a problem with me keeping a concealed carry in the car?
Not a problem unless you get caught.
Question. Exactly. So it is prohibited, right?
It is prohibited. 100%.
Because you're on school ground.
Now, you know what's funny? My buddy Steve Easters, we were talking the other day, and he said his neighbor, who is a Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputy, told him that it is not illegal to have a gun in your vehicle on school property. So I said, Steve, let me just read the statute to you real quick, and you tell me if this is legal or not. But it goes to show a much bigger point that most police officers, most sheriff's deputies, I think they mean well, but I think most of them simply don't know what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. So it says, this is Florida Statute 790.115, subsection 2, subsection A. A person shall not possess any firearm, electric device, or destructive device or other weapon as defined in the statute, including a razor blade or box cutter, except as authorized in support of school-sanctioned activities. They cannot carry it at a school-sponsored event or on school property of any school, school bus, or school bus stop. That clearly tells you you cannot have a gun on school property.
Yeah, and when we used to drop off our daughter, we used to come home from, working at the gun store, and we used to come home, and Ryan would just park across the street, and then we would just walk and pick her up because he didn't want to go through that car line.
Because too many people know me at this point.
Yeah, and our car had concealed carry glasses.
Yeah,
$49 vinyl wrapped all over it. So
kind of hard to hide it.
We were a target. So, thank you so much, Renee. We appreciate that. She said, not sure if my video question arrived. No, I didn't get it. But, I was going to say we'll play it next time, but I want to answer your question for you. But if I let my friend borrow my gun and an accident occurs, who is liable? As long as your friend is legally allowed to possess a firearm, then there would be no liability on your part. So you just have to make sure that they're, a resident of Florida over the age of 21, and they're not a prohibited person, like they smoke marijuana or they are a felon or anything like that. But because you are getting to be very proficient with a firearm doing the 21-day dry fire course, I would suggest, before you lend your gun to anybody, that you would at least encourage them to take like a safety class or kind of go over, take some time with them and go over the safety rules and stuff like that. Just because you already know those things. So if you know that they're not kind of up to your level with safety, I would just sit down with them. And
one of our YouTube followers, I don't remember his name, but he lives over in St. Pete. Maybe you'll remember. He sold the gun through a private sale. And then the person he sold the gun to went home and committed suicide with the gun. Yeah,
I do remember, yeah.
So even though that is not his fault, he said he will never sell a gun privately again.
Right.
And I get it. We sold several guns at the gun store that people they bought the gun and they seemed totally normal buying it, but then they went home and killed themselves. And we have the sheriff at our office, a couple days later, and it really sucked. So we want to make sure before you're lending a gun to somebody, even if it's legal, if they go hurt themselves or somebody else.
Yeah, it's hard to live with.
Yeah, you will have a burden that's going to be hard to carry.
Yeah, so make sure, again, that there's no kind of, I don't want to use the word red flags, but make sure, it's not somebody that's been talking to you about, obviously, being depressed or being, all those kind of things. So just use your judgment. But if it's just a friend that's like, oh my gosh, you're into shooting, now I want to get into shooting and learn and stuff like that, you can borrow the gun as long as they're not a prohibited person. And you have Ryan's book. You can see who those prohibited people are right inside of Ryan's book. Just read through those, even have them read through them to make sure, and then you're good to go.
Okay, so, what does that say, Renee? What
about a teen on private property?
Does that mean lending a gun to a teen?
I don't know. Renee, can you clarify that, if that means lending a gun or what it is? Tell your friend to buy their own gun. Well, that is true, but maybe the friend wants to try her firearm to see if they like it before they buy their own. Then I would say go to the range with them once you finish the course and you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I borrow guns from YouTube viewers all the time.
Yeah.
And I've lent lots of my guns to my friends because they want to try it or shoot it before they go out and spend a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're being responsible and everybody understands those basics of gun safety.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Arian, is that how you say your name? It says Canadian visitors. I'm a Canadian, although I'm going to take my test. I'm going to become an American citizen pretty soon here. But I still am happy to see Canadian visitors, even though I think that Canada is really going down the tubies.
Yep.
With all their
crazy. What socialism does.
With all their crazy
up a little
stuff.
Bit. This one right here about the FNP. Where did that go? Right there. Scroll up.
Okay,
Richard says, what do you think about the FNP 40? Is it too big for concealed carry? I know a guy that can still carries a full-size Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0, but he's a big dude, so he can get away with it. Now, that would be a very wrong gun for a small, petite, 110-pound woman, right? So it's really based on who you are.
Yes and no. I mean, some can pull it off. The question is it comfortable?
True.
Are you gonna want to carry it every single day, especially here in Florida? You know, it's hot and you don't want to wear a ton of clothing and stuff. So can you hide it well? And is it comfortable to carry? Do you want to
10
carry
hours, 12 hours a day?
100% of the time? Or will you find yourself going, I'm not going to take it today, or I'm just running to Publix. I don't want to bother putting it on because it's, lumpy and bumpy and it feels
what
really...
I wouldn't want to happen, and I've seen this happen with a lot of people, is they start not carrying their gun because they're like, oh, it's too heavy, it's too hot today, whatever. In my opinion, it's more important to have a gun that you carry every day, everywhere you go, that's a small gun, than it is to have some massive pistol that may be more comfortable for you.
Yeah, but if that's what you have, if you have a F&P 40 and that's all you have to conceal carry and you're good at carrying it, doesn't bother you, go for it. Do it. By all
Something's
means,
better than nothing.
Okay. Why not 239? Thank you so much. We appreciate that. It says, just received my CCW. It's all right. Is it all right to leave my gun fully loaded in the center console of my truck if I'm getting pulled over? And what should I tell them if I have a gun if they didn't ask? So yes, you can have your firearm fully loaded. So I have, people ask, you can have one in the chamber. That doesn't matter. There's nothing in the statute that talks about that. You can have it fully loaded, one in the chamber. And if they don't ask, well,
you don't have to say anything.
That's up to you, because Florida is not a right. What's it called? A right to tell, or a...
Man, I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, so
we don't have a duty to inform.
We don't have a duty to inform here in Florida, so you don't have to. You can say absolutely nothing. Just keep your hands, both hands on the steering wheel. If they ask, then you just politely say, yes, I have a concealed weapons permit. I have a firearm in the vehicle. What would you like me to do, officer? And usually they'll ask, where is it located? In the center console. Just keep your hands on the steering wheel. They may ask for you to step out, and they may take your firearm. Some lock it in the trunk while they finish the traffic stop. Whatever they want to do. I always just say, make it easy for that cop, whatever they're comfortable with, because some people get upset when they take the firearm and put it in the trunk. All I can think of is, you don't know. What if that cop has had a gun pulled on him a couple times, or his buddy got shot dead? I mean, you just don't know.
So cops deal with scumbags on a daily basis. Yeah. And the bottom line is, they don't know who you are.
Yeah, they don't know that you're not a scumbag and you're just a regular Joe with a concealed
permit. And I've had some cops tell me that they will always take the gun away, run the serial number, and then lock it in the trunk. Mm-hmm. That's just their standard policy.
But you've had
I've been pulled over lots of times where the cop's like, where's the gun? And I say appendix, and they say, just don't touch it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, dude,
Keep
so
your
we're
hands
good.
On the wheel. Yeah.
So that's a cop who's obviously very pro-gun and understands that, listen, if I wanted to hurt you, officer, I probably wouldn't be telling you that I have a gun.
Yeah, he's probably been around the block a few times, been doing this for years.
And I'm super calm, and I'm like, hey, sir, what do you want?
Yeah, you're not setting off any flags for him.
The big word of caution that I would give you is, you don't want to, as you're digging for your registration, your insurance and stuff, just open up that center console or glove box. Sees it. And then they freak out. So
if you have your stuff in there and you know you're going to have to open it, hands on the wheel, officer, I have a concealed weapons permit and I have my firearm in my center console. My registration is also located in there. What would you like me to do? And just wait for them to give you instruction.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. T is on.
Oh, Dr. T. What other questions?
I speak to cops depending on how they approach me. Yes, sure. Exactly. It's kind of on a, read.
Yeah, some cops are pretty cool and other cops, kind of have an attitude. But again, there's lots of days that I have an attitude because bad stuff is happening that day. Yep. I'm stressed. So cops are just normal people. They have good days, bad days.
Lots of days.
Lots of days. Whatever. It's just kind of the way that it is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But we got to play it by ear and not be too much of a jerk back to them.
Oh, we got Steve Easter's on. Hey, Steve. So he said, honestly, they asked that when asked has gotten me out of a ticket. Oh, yeah, for being just kind and respectful. Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what? Sometimes they just need someone to just be kind to them.
And again, the cops that are sheepdogs, the cops that are actually doing their job because they want to serve and protect other people, those are the cops that also really support and are appreciative, Steve, of the fact that you're carrying a gun every day
bother them.
to protect other people.
Yeah, they love the Constitution.
It's the weak cops, the ones that think that only they should have that power. Right. Those are the ones that want to typically take it away. Right,
exactly. So Hard Life Survivor says, unfortunately and fortunately, my wife is a cop. Wow.
That's awesome. Can she delete some stuff for me?
Tell your wife thank you for her service. Yeah. And that's got to be stressful for you. So
yeah, it's tough, man.
Having your, would you like me to be out on the streets?
Listen, like I can't, if that's what she wants to do and she gets a passion from it, who are you as the spouse to tell them not to? Yeah. Right?
But that would be hard for you. Wouldn't you worry about me? No?
Yeah, it's just like as you worry about a spouse who's in the military or whatever. Yeah. But if that's what they want out of their lives, then go for it.
Yeah, you're happy for them.
Good people to go out there and do that job.
I agree 100%. But I'm not going to be a cop. Okay. Lucas has posted this about 50 times, so let's just
we better answer that question.
Let's answer it for him. So, what 5 guns do you recommend before the Biden proposed assault weapons ban?
You need an AR-15. Yeah. My buddy at Bunker Depot, Kyle, has a lot of them right now.
Oh, I was gonna say Jason was asking if he had 7.62 by 39. I think it was 39.
Just ammo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had it last Friday when I was there.
Okay, so Jason, just give Kyle a call. Just Google it and give him a call.
So you need an AR-15. You need an AK-47, which again, Kyle at Bunker Depot has a couple of AK-47s right now. Yeah. And my buddies at Universal Jewelry Pawn have one AK.
And you didn't try to buy it? Oh, Bunker Depot's on there. He said, yes, they do have it available.
Okay. I would say a Tavor. That's one that's on my kind of list to snap up.
5.7. I'm sorry, 5.7 by 28. Kyle, do you have 5.7 by 28? I'm sorry, Jason. That I was just going off of memory, and apparently I don't have a good memory. You want to know why? Because now I'm 40.
You smoked a lot of weed? No. Your brain cells are all dead?
No, I feel like 40. I mean, it's true. 40 is, everything goes downhill. Your boobs start to sag, and your memory.
What did Jackson say to you about your boobs not pointing in the same direction?
No, he didn't say that. He said, Mom, your boobs are looking lazy.
You gotta love kids.
Yeah.
Gotta love kids.
That's what happens.
I would say also an M1A, a Springfield M1A is a good gun to grab before this lunatic tries to take stuff away. A SCAR. Ryan, did you get the SCAR? LOL, not yet.
No, Ryan didn't get the SCAR because he overspent on the suppressor and the LWRC and the other firearms.
I got a good deal on the LWRC.
So Ryan's not buying anything for a little bit right now. Alex Hamilton says, everybody like this live stream. I'm going to say, Alex, yes.
I like that guy.
I agree with you. You're a cool dude. Actually, we really would appreciate if you guys would like the live stream because it really does help us out. And, all these different companies just trying to, push down the gun companies or the Second Amendment companies.
Yeah, so somebody mentioned they just followed us over the weekend on Rumble. Mm-hmm. So we're starting to post a lot of our videos on Rumble. And I've even been considering doing like a membership site for pretty cheap, $10 a month. And that way, all of our videos will be on there. We'll have some like videos that are not on any other platform. But that way, we know the day is coming when YouTube's going to delete us. Facebook's going to delete us. I've already been deleted off other platforms. The day is coming. Yeah. And we got to make sure that we have a way to keep in contact with people if and when that happens.
Thank you so much, TJ. We appreciate you. Roby says, good prices at Bunker Depot. Yeah, they have a lot of ARs, really good prices on them. All right, Ryan, it is that time. Can you believe it? Yes, Ryan is on Rumble. Thank you, Gloria, for following us. And if you haven't, I'm going to say before we go or before we do the giveaway, Ryan also has Carey University YouTube channel, which is a great channel that has all different content than Tampa Carey does. So it's more of a learning, more of like tips and tricks and stuff like that. But a really, really great channel. Lots of reviews, lots of, how to break down different guns and stuff like that. So after you get off YouTube, so a Tampa Carey OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a porn site or something?
Yeah, I heard the CEO of OnlyFans is trying to make it more so it's not just porn.
Is it just porn now?
I'm pretty sure. And honestly, because they've already made it about porn.
Yeah, people don't want to go
like
on
if
there
I
and
told
promote
people,
their business.
hey, come to my OnlyFans, I think people are going to be like, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Is Rumble free? Yes, Alexis. Rumble is free. Just download the app and then you just go ahead and follow people. So it's like a secondary YouTube. So anyway, follow us on Carry University on YouTube as well. We would really appreciate it, and like this video.
So if you guys want to enter to win, make sure you share this live stream. This live stream giveaway has been sponsored by Bunker Depot. This is Kyle, the day he got out of prison.
How jealous are you of Kyle's beard?
I feel like I could hide something in that beard. I feel like that's, I would have a little gun mounted right there under my chin.
I have to
look at that.
I kind of just want to do this to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, is that super weird?
You could do that to something else.
Shut up.
Just as fuzzy.
Is Kyle married?
Kyle is not married.
He's not.
No.
Oh. We need to find Kyle. Is he like
straight? Is that what you're trying to ask me?
No, like is he engaged or does he have a girlfriend?
I don't know. Ask him. He's on here.
We gotta ask. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot he was on there. I keep snacks in my beard.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say leftovers for later. Kyle, are you single? Just wondering.
Or like, are you leaving me?
No,
Just asking.
because I didn't want to do this to his beard. If he had another lady, because that would be super.
Oh, he says he's engaged. That's awesome.
Congratulations. You better lock that down.
Or as Beyonce says, put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it. Yeah, well, he already put a ring on it. You just got to seal the deal now. Okay. Oh, she's watching. I will not touch your man's beard. I was just saying, I just wonder what it would feel like, because Ryan, he's been trying for 2 years, and he just can't get any better than that.
No, I'm going to get extensions. I heard this. I had this lady.
No, I got the microblading done on my eyebrows. Don't they look awesome? So Ryan's like, he comes to bring me some money. He's like, huh, you do that on my beard? She just looked at him like, that's so not manly. Okay,
yeah, that would be bad.
We are going to give away this from Bunker Depot. We're going to give away this Olight. All you have to do is comment Olight in the comments below, and then we're going to pick somebody. Oh, thank you so much for sharing us, John. We appreciate that.
Use Beard Serum from Beard Bros. What the hell is that? Beard Serum.
You can't read, dude. Beard Serum.
Tiffany, I'm a high school dropout. Like, why would I?
This is true, but you wrote a book.
You know what? It's really funny.
That's what an editor is for.
Teachers, like, they asked me for, what is it called? Like, bring your parent to a school day or whatever. They had me come. And I've got Lincoln's entire class, and I said, hey, kids, this is the book that I wrote. And I said, do any of you have to be good at writing to write a book? And they're all like, yeah, you have to be good at writing. And I said, nope. I said, I'm really bad at spelling, like really bad at spelling. Do you have to be good at spelling to write a book?
Super bad. What did you ask me how to spell?
No, and they said, they were like, yeah, you got to be good at spelling. And I said, no, you don't. So all the teachers were like kind of mad.
Yeah, they're looking at you like, shit.
I said, I write the book. I pay an attorney to read it and fix all the grammar and all the nonsense.
Right.
And then I read it again, and then I print it and sell it.
There you go.
And I like totally crushed those teachers. I wasn't asked this year to come.
Yeah, you weren't actually. No, yeah, I don't think they had because of COVID, so they probably didn't even do it.
Lincoln told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick somebody here for the Olight, and then we're going to give away Ryan's book. Somebody's already posting book because they know the drill. They know the way we roll. Okay, so I'm going to go with... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'm going to go with...
You just got to say it.
I know. Okay, so Alain Debra. So... But you spelt it different, so it's Alain. That's how you spell your name.
They know how they spell their name.
Well, no, but
just
in case there's another Alan or Elaine, I don't know how to say the name. So you just won the Olight. Please send me an email to winner@tampacarry.com, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Okay, guys. You have to write Florida Concealed Carry Law.
Have to
win Ryan's
or you're dead
book.
to me.
So go ahead. Shut up. So go ahead and write Concealed Carry Law. And
I like that person that wrote Ryan is awesome. We should pick that person.
No, you can't do that because then everybody next time said Tiffany is beard curious.
I like it.
I am. I am. You know why? It's because I'm watching the Vikings right now, and I'm like super into these like very macho men, and it really got me thinking though, like nowadays, like everyone's wearing like skinny jeans, and
It's not what it's not what men are wearing today, but it is the general pussification of America.
yeah, I agree.
That is very sad. They want to make men very feminine, and they want to make men, what do they call it now? Toxic masculinity.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell that means. Toxic masculinity. Being masculine means that your responsibility as a man is to take care of your family.
Yeah, I agree.
It means that guy the other day that said, am I allowed to get my concealed carry permit when I haven't paid my child support? No, mother effer. You're not allowed to get a carry permit. Go pay for your damn kid. That's being masculine. Does that make sense?
Yes, I mean, if you fall on hard times, but you work that out with your,
But again, you shouldn't be getting your permit and buying guns until you pay that stuff and do what you got to do.
Buying guns and getting your permit should come after you take care of your children. 100% agree. So Ryan is a macho man. You know what? He is, and that's what drew me to him because I'm really old school. I did not want to go out and work, even though I work like 80 hours a week on the business. I wanted to be able to stay home and cook and clean. It brings me joy to like fold his laundry and make sure it's smelling all nice and put it away. So I wanted to be able to do that. And I wanted a man who was going to fight for the family, go out,
go kill some animals.
do whatever he had to do. And he has, because we've struggled sometimes. And like I told him the other day, he said, what did we have the conversation in the car? What did you say? Like something about, I wasn't brave or something like that. And I said,
the kids or somebody was talking about courage.
Yes. And I said, the most courageous I've ever seen your dad is about 7 years into our marriage when the gun store was massively failing. The kids were all little. They were all like in diapers.
We had holes in our roof, rain leaking in.
And our marriage was so terrible at that time. Like we legit hated each other. And I never thought that I would ever love him again. He never thought that he would ever love me again. He didn't think I was attractive. We literally hated each other. But I said the most courageous thing that your dad ever did, because he left the house. And when I saw the look in his eyes, I thought he was never going to come back because I thought he had had enough and he was just going to leave and be a pussy and never come back. And
I cannot believe you freaking cussed on this live stream. Cannot believe it.
Is that a cuss?
I don't know. But you did it, and it's on video, and I'm going to edit it out. And every time you tell me to stop cussing, I'm going to play the
let me finish. Let me finish my
going.
story. I said, the most courageous I've ever seen you is when you came back, you looked me in the eyes, and you said, I am going to fix this. And you did.
Yep.
You worked your butt off till 3 a.m. You slept at the gun store cleaning guns and making money, and you changed all your flaws to make our marriage better because we both know it was all your fault.
Probably. Okay, pick a winner here.
So anyway, that is courage. Yep. So Ting says courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway.
Yeah, that's it, man.
100%.
That's perfect.
Scared, tired, lonely, all the above, but you put your big boy pants on and you go out and you do it anyway. Okay, Samuel Valentine. Samuel Valentine, you just won Ryan's book. Just email me to winner@tampacarry.com. All right, Bunker Depot gave us this
1 bullet.
9 mil ammo. Ryan thinks that we should only give 1 bullet so that we have a whole year's worth of giveaways. But I insisted that we give away the whole package. So if you want to win some 9 mil, you got to comment Bunker Depot, okay? So go ahead and comment Bunker Depot. We'll let you all comment there for a few minutes. So Jason says, I appreciate your honesty and openness. We are an open book.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really excited about with our new house is we're going to start doing a live stream every morning. Just a morning devotional little Bible study. It won't be on the Tampa Carry channel. It'll be on a new channel.
Yeah.
We're going to be very open about it and just talk about some of the stuff that we've been through and hopefully be able to help some people get some clarity and really understand, somebody said something the other day, like I'm not in love anymore, so they have to get divorced. And it's really comical because love,
we fall in and out of love like all the time. It's
love is a choice.
Yeah.
Love is not a feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you're like Kyle and you're still like in the honeymoon phase,
Yeah.
you're getting ready to get married, you feel it.
Yeah.
But that shit goes away, man.
It does. It goes away. It goes away pretty fast.
And then you got to choose whether you're going to stay with that person or not.
People get confused with love and lust.
Right.
You know, in the beginning, it's lust. I mean, we just want to like, you know, get with each other. But now, you know, it's different. Ryan's farting away, and I'm like, dude. I said, dude, I gotta leave the room. Like, this is disgusting. You know, so that's not so lusty anymore. You got to make that choice.
Yeah,
all right.
Choice.
I'm going to pick somebody. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Brandon Lebens. Lebens. You just won the ammo, man. So just send me an email to winner@TampaCarry, and we'll get that out to you. Listen, guys, thank you so much I know that I say this every time, but Ryan and I wouldn't have this channel. We would have nothing if you guys didn't support us, refer your friends and family to us. I don't think that you guys know how much we appreciate it.
Now, here's what's also funny. So a couple of you, when Tiff and I were filming that video at Bunker Depot, I guess some of you were actually in the gun store.
Yeah.
And you didn't say anything to us.
They said they didn't, and somebody saw us earlier that day at Shooter's World.
We didn't want to interrupt you. Bro, this is what we live for.
Interrupt us. We are nothing without.
Like literally, when we walk into Applebee's, because that is our favorite restaurant, like as we're walking in, people are like, Ryan, what's up? Yeah. Bro, that's what we want. I love it. Yeah. Because honestly, I think these celebrities, not that I'm a celebrity, but I kind of am.
You're not even close to a celebrity, dude.
These celebrities that want to act like, oh, I don't have time to talk to you.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
The only reason that you're famous and making this money is because of those people.
Because those people watch you.
Take a minute, talk to them, and build that kind of fan base. So if you tell me again that you saw me and you didn't come and say hi,
I'm gonna be mad.
You're dead to me.
And
you're dead to me.
And this happens to Ryan a lot. I'm just waiting for someone to be like, hey, Tiff. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Are you?
Yeah.
Didn't it happen at Home Depot? They said, aren't you?
It happened once at Home Depot, but I was in a lot of dirty clothes and stuff. So I just want someone to be like, hey, can I get a selfie with you? Like they do with you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we love you guys. We appreciate your support. Thank you to everybody who gave tonight. We really, really appreciate you. And we will see you next Monday night live, 7 p.m.
Be safe.